Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is no need to face your favorite neighborhood light skin. Here. And in today's video, we are watching Mongo versus Bongo. Sound was supposed to play there. Bongo! Hopefully that was good. Yeah. With that being said, we're actually watching which race has the best stat. Go ahead and leave your predictions in the comments. You know me. I know it's kind of hard to tell right now because I got that Lamella going on, but you know what I'm saying. Shit, honestly, actually, to be honest, it looks like I'm playing both. Anyway, let's get right into this.
If every race was in a video game, what would their stats be? Let's start out
with the blacks.
HP, low. Turns out not having great access to healthcare means you don't live as long. Buffs, Johnson size. Debuffs, credit score, and fat white women. Strength.
I don't know. This maybe could be attributed to the whole half breed thing. I've never been with a big white woman. Well, what do you consider big? When you think of stereotypical like black, like overly like I've never had one of them. But some of y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I might have cracked me a big old too. I'm just keeping it on it. Anyways.
I'm gonna say pretty high. Speed, high, but not high enough to escape their masters, apparently. Resistance.
That's actually crazy. But y'all must not know. Y'all ain't heard the story about Pastor Freeman from the Boondocks. Let's be real. There's no way that guy is running down us. No, obviously they have to either get on horses or get us to go get them down. But you know,
awkwardness. Black people are just born with a certain level of swag, and they max out their support levels.
Not all of us. Not all of us. We were all not made equal. I can assure you that we all were not made equally. Some of us have it, some of us unfortunately don't have it. But just like some of us naturally strong, some of us naturally just have bigger meats, you know, etc., etc. We all weren't blessed with that, unfortunately. My glasses on. Gonna go big chrome on the shades. Feel me? Big chrome. No, I'm playing, guys. These are TikTok shop frames. Anyways.
IQ, low. And don't blame me, you're the one skipping school. Sure, you come from a single-parent household with a father in prison and teachers who don't want to put in the effort, but not getting good grades is still your fault. Oh, well, I'm smart. Okay, here's a math problem. You have $250. The stock market goes up an average of 7.5% a year. How much money do you have at the end of the year? The answer is...
So, 10% of that would be maybe he's right. I don't know.
Nothing, because he spent it on a new pair of Jordans. Endurance,
How do you know that? This guy knows a lot of things.
Incredible. I mean, he literally built America. Luck, terrible. To go from slavery to segregation to finally getting your own Band-Aid color is pretty unlucky. Stealth depends. In daytime, it's terrible, but nighttime, it's max. The only thing you'll see is floating Sauron eyes with an occasional puff from a Newport. Special ability, better at all sports. Have you seen the top 20 basketball players? It's black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye, black eye. Random outlier.
We are pretty good with sports. You know what I'm saying? If I piss on myself, you know what I'm saying? We can really bust it down.
Black eye, black eye, black eye. Next up, Asians. HP, massive. In the United States, they have the highest life expectancy. Probably because dying isn't nearly as bad as bringing your family shame. Debuffs, sorry Asians. God did you dirty in the Johnson department. Buffs, luckily to balance it out, he made every Asian child size. Strength in relation to body weight, high. Compared to any black person, low. Speed, average. Unless it's a hot dog eating contest, then they're an expert in farming. Resistance, proud parents. IQ, Asians are close to maxing out their IQ. I guess having your teacher beat you with a rod, then having your parents beat you with the same rod is a good way to increase work ethic. Happiness might exist if they had Christmas. You know why Asian kids don't believe in Santa? Because they're the ones making the toys. Endurance, very high. Working in a sweatshop.
Bro, this video is like the equivalent of those people who be like, bro, I can't be racist, bro. I give it to all of them. All of them can get it from me. Feel me? You. So now it makes you wonder, what is the ethnicity of the person that made this video?
It's hard, and I should know because I've walked a mile in their shoes. Luck, average, which isn't surprising considering most of them are bots. Special ability, invisibility. I don't even know why ninjas wear masks when you can just back up 10 feet into a crowd and completely disappear. Next up,
I saw a video. I saw a video that said it must suck having an ex in Japan. You see her face like 10 times a day. I said, yeah, you never thought about it.
lights. HP, above average. Buffs, jab applications. Debuffs, a girlfriend with no gag reflex. Strength, physically average. Strength in dominating other countries. Max. Speed, like kids on Adderall. High. Resistance, accountability. IQ, average.
Speed, fast. No, I would more so say endurance. Nobody, like, I can't. When you think of those type of people, you don't really think speed. You more so think like, oh, they're fast. I don't. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
As we have the smartest and dumbest people out there. I can't even believe Einstein and Vin Diesel are the same species. Happiness, low. You think it'd be high considering we conquer the world, but with every technological advancement, we just invent new ways to get depressed. Like my magic phone keeps buffering Django Unchained. Ugh, now I know what being a slave feels like. Endurance, average. Luck, max. Aside from being a man in a first world country, you can't get much luckier than being white. Special ability, winning. White people are like a DLC character that's just better than the rest of the cast. Don't believe me? Go to any museum and check out our KD ratio. Next up, Japanese. HP, well, they have one of the highest suicide rates, so very low. Buffs, tentacle porn. Debuffs.
What's tentacle porn? I've never heard of that. What is that? What is that? What is that?
Strength, pretty high, probably because they have a small hitbox. Speed, above average, unless it involves their Nezuko body pillow, then it's feverish. Resistance, big titties. IQ, very high. Japan is on the forefront of technology.
I feel like big titties should have been a white thing. Like that's like the stereotypical white man goes with a girl who's like an uppercase P, and the stereotypical black man was a girl that's a lower.
They got bullet trains, bidets in every hotel, and don't judge you. This doesn't normally happen to me.
There. You tried your best. Would you like me to eat your butt now?
Yeah. Happiness, pretty low, unless you get lucky and have 2 used panties dropped from the vending machine. Endurance, very high. 2 nuclear bombs prove they're good at tanking. Luck, horrible. If you're a girl, you've probably been groped on a train. And if you're a guy, you can't even grope someone without them complaining. Special ability, if you put
Hell no.
unsolved Rubik's Cube in a Japanese woman's... I'm sorry. This one's really stupid. Okay. If you put an unsolved Rubik's Cube in a Japanese woman's cooter and it comes back solved, she's pregnant. Next up, Koreans. HP, well, their life expectancy is around 83, so very high. Buffs, Gundam style, and BBQ. Debuffs, driving. Strength, it's hard to tell because all the characters use the same skin. Speed, need for. Resistance, feeling loved. IQ, very high. Koreans tend to excel at math, probably because their dog can never eat their homework. Happiness, Koreans have maxed out their sadness. In America, we're great at ending each other. But South Korea, they're great at ending themselves. Koreans have the highest self-slaughter rate, which might be because of their parents. Korean parents are born with disappointment in their children, which is a great motivator if you want your kid to become a CEO, so he can jump from a higher window. Endurance, very high. Every other week, their next-door neighbor threatens them with nuclear warfare, and yet they still find a way to dance to shit music. Luck, low. This is considered sexy in South Korea. The dude looks like a big toe that wished he became a person, and then decided to have a sex change. Special ability can lower their frame rate when dancing. Next up, Mexicans. HP, above average. Buffs,
Nah. They definitely got some high HP, bruh. That's one thing, bruh. Because to be working a manual labor job, bro, you gotta be a pretty strong guy. So no, we can't disrespect them. They definitely have high HP.
Labor, debuffs, paying taxes. Strength, high. Cockfighting taught them to go for the jugular. Speed, very high. Can complete any construction project in half the time of a white person. Resistance, birth control. IQ, low. If they were smart, they'd kidnap their racist farm owners, unionize, pool their money together, buy the farm they're originally working on, then hire another poor race to do the work. Happiness, pretty high, which is surprising considering they spend most of the game completing escort missions. Endurance, max. You ever seen a Mexican not hustling? You can call them drug dealers, criminals, bums, and they'd still be like, si, senor.
Yeah, you can call them everything, but what you can't call them broke. You can call them every name in the book, but you cannot call them broke. Or you can't say they don't hustle. One thing about them, they always get into it, bruh. They gonna find a way, bro.
So the whole lawn and the hedges? Luck, terrible. You're so close to America, and yet so far. Special ability, border crossing. Next up, Indian. HP, well, they believe in reincarnation, so I guess that means they max out their HP. Once it goes to 0, the game just resets with a new character. Buffs, Krishna. Debuffs, reality. Strength, it's gotta be high if they can drink their water and not instantly get diarrhea. Speed, slow. Too many people are playing Train Simulator, causing it to lag. Resistance, spicy foods. IQ, average. They recently landed a rocket on the moon, and yet half their population can't even spell rocket. Happiness, low. There's no such thing as your own room in India, just a spot on the ground. Endurance, well, if we're talking about keeping their wife in check, then it'd be max. Luck, very low. India is one of the most densely populated places on the planet, and they only have like 7 toilets. Special ability, can respawn with a different character. And lastly, Native Americans, who are in desperate need for a buff. Their HP is very low. They have the worst life expectancy out of all the races, probably because a shaman shaking maracas doesn't help cure cancer. Buffs, peace pipes. Debuffs, spawn camping. Hey, what are you doing on my land?
Bro, like that's gotta be crazy, bro. Because what do you mean? One day, some people that you don't even know pull up and, hey, boy, this piece of gravel I'm stepping on, yeah, boy, look at me, boy, it's mine now, boy. I'm gonna need you and your folks to go ahead and get up out of here, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I ain't asking again. And you just gotta just take that. You gotta just sit there. You just gotta just take it. Oh, right to the face. Just ah.
You know what beats a bow and arrow? Any gun. Speed, very low. Which would you rather? 1 horsepower or 640? Resistance, fast travel. IQ, low. If Pocahontas was smart, she would have blown her way to the top. Honeypot the enemy into revealing some of their war plans. But instead, she was too busy getting her clam wet, as her people were the ones actually getting f***ed. Happiness, depends how good my trip is. Endurance, very low. I'm pretty sure there's only like 14 left. Luck, low. That dream catcher isn't preventing nightmares. It's making you live one. And special ability, obviously, tax-free land. So after crunching the numbers, I can safely say the race with the best stats is the whites. Obviously, we always win. Sure, other stats may be better, but there's no patch notes for how broken we are.
Okay, he said we always win. So okay, so cool. He's white. Thank you. All right. As long as we know.
So that's my vid on which race has the best stats. Special thanks to @user dash, I don't know, it looks like he threw his face on the keyboard, for giving me this idea. As soon as I read it, I knew I had to do it. It's just so perfect for this channel. And just remember, if you can't get it up, it doesn't mean you're not a man. It just means you're buffering. Wait, I have some delicious updates. So many of you know I started this channel around 9 months ago, and after making 80 videos, I've spent about $25,000. Now, to me, it's 25 grand well spent, as I'm super happy with how these videos have come out. I mean, who else is making videos about how to touch your first boobie, or how to increase the size of your Johnson? Nobody! 1, because most people don't have the talent for it, and 2, because advertisers don't like it. You see, most people will make generic 8-minute videos copying other people's ideas in an attempt to give handies to the algorithm. That way, they don't have to come up with anything original, and advertisers will make it rain on their basic bitch ideas. But your boy just can't do that. When I hear an idea like how to bang your high school teacher, I just feel compelled to finger bang it into existence. However, this comes at a cost, and that cost being money. Like recently, one of my homies tried to hook me up with a Volvo sponsorship, but they denied my application. When I called them for further clarification, they told me my content was considered adult and therefore a brand risk. My response to them was, wait, didn't Volvo get caught lying about their emission standards, causing them to pay billions in fines? They're like, well, what does that have to do with anything? I said, well, you must see the irony of not wanting to fuck with me, but willing to fuck the planet. Hello? Hello? You know what you want to do? Oh, you want to push that subscribe button.
Oh yeah. With that being said, let's go ahead and get up out of here. I'll go ahead and catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.